I'll take this opportunity to show you a few things right throughout the game, which we haven't really had a time. We haven't really had time to go through every single game, which at times I believe is pointless. You won the game. Well done, boys. Excellent. Well, when you watch it, there's a few things that that don't make me very happy at all. In particular, the question that I'm going to ask the question, you don't have to give me an answer now. I want an answer tomorrow. I wonder whether a lot of the stuff that I present is actually being retained. I'm going to show you. This is just 3 minutes into the game. So the topic to start with is going to be the amount of time we spent, I and Simone, telling you that there's a specific way we want you organized across the pitch when we don't have the ball and opposition has the ball in their own defense. In most cases, from the goal kick. This is not the goal kick situation, but it's exactly the same. Have a look. So Milpark has the ball. Okay. Now, what should we be doing now? Okay. Yes, we are doing a mid block. We got everyone in here. That's very good. Yes. But we do need someone to go and press on this guy. Correct? Okay. Instead, watch. There you go. We wait until the ball is played to the lines. It would have been enough, again, it would have been enough to do the right thing. Okay. Someone needs to go there. Someone needs to go onto this player. Someone needs to show him out that way, possibly, instead of waiting. This is not what we have worked on. Anyway, very disorganized to start with. This is instead an example where it worked, and it's almost perfect. So Danny is making that run, even though it's a bit slow, but he's still making it. And I would say it's almost perfect, but because it's cutting this passing lane. So Danny, this is the passing lane. Very good. This player is not going to turn and pass it back to the keeper. Keep doing that, maybe a little bit faster. This is probably the only time you've done it throughout the game. Are you listening, Danny?
Yeah, I can see it. I'm watching.
Okay, good. So this is pretty good, right? This is how it should have been done. Now, here, Dennis.
It should have been closer.
You should be here. You should be here, Dennis. Okay,
yeah.
Not here. Because if he plays the ball across, you're going to be chasing him. Okay?
Yeah.
Then the rest is pretty good. Almost perfect. Almost. Anyway, so the ball is played. That's not very important. We do recover the ball.
Rick, I reckon John is too far.
Okay. We recover the ball. The point is, we did recover the ball here. Okay? This is where we want to win the ball. Very good. We did it. This is an example where it worked. Then there's another one. Just a few seconds later, 6:30. So we were really pressing them, and that was good. So again, they have the ball. So when we did practice it a couple of weeks ago, there was a reason, right? So the structure is there. They play. This time, have a look. This is really bad. Mamando is not here. This is not what we want. Yes, Danny or whoever it is late. You should be making that run straight away, but that's all right. Still, he's pointing that way. Almost making it, but have a look. This is where I get upset. I've been telling Daniel Mando, I don't know how many times, even at training, this is his target. He needs to be blocked here. This is in no man's land, and in fact, the ball will get him. All right. This is another example where I don't understand whether people are not listening, whether they're used to doing things the old way. We cannot allow that, because then if Danny makes the run and the ball is on, everything, all those runs are useless.
Hey, Rick, sorry
Yes.
to interrupt. Who's the player next to Mendo? Is that JP?
I think it's JP, yes.
So
Yeah, JP or little Danny. Or,
would JP be best placed to communicate with Mendo and tell him where he needs to be?
Absolutely. If it is a matter of communication, that is a very good point. But I'm not expecting a 20-year-old boy who is just, new kid on the block to come and tell someone who is a little bit older what to do. I would expect someone else to do it. Maybe I think this is Dulu. Dulu is perfectly positioned. Dulu, tell him. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
who
think
else would reach him.
there was once or twice where I did tell him he needs to be tighter behind the man.
But this is not just a being tighter. This is structural, right? He says, but if I go here, right, the channel is open. Yeah, no shit. That's exactly what we want. We want this channel to be open so that the ball is fed and we'll win it. But anyway, so this is
because we did actually pick the ball up a few times in the middle when Mendo was in the right place. They did play that loose ball and then we just picked it off.
We did, but it can be done. It should be automatic. Right, it should be automatic. These are little things. You won the game 2-0, a very difficult game. This is really good. It's just to pinpoint that there are other examples. There's one on the 7th minute. Yeah. Have a look at this. Then he does very, very well. Then question for you is, you didn't have your best game, because this is all good now for you, but later on you pissed me off a lot. But did you do this on purpose? Have a look at that. This is almost perfect because he's cutting off. That his run was perfect. He cut off this player and it's too narrow to go back. So look at that. This is really good, Danny, because you don't have to go and win the ball, but you're pushing me out. And Dennis, that's pretty good, even though you could be maybe a meter behind, but that's pretty good. That's how it should be. So Danny, if you did it on purpose, great. If you didn't do it on purpose, just remember that cutting off the passing lane is great. You're doing two jobs at once.
Yeah, I don't mind that, but what I was telling you before is, see that guy in the middle, the next to the ref, whoever that is.
Him?
Next one to the right.
Here?
No, sorry, on your left. So it's my right. Yeah, that one there. Shouldn't he come a little bit more forward to close that angle if he does decide to go back?
Well, the reality is these are the markings. That's all right. Okay. In this case,
I think the man next to him is his man, but that's Mendo come inside again next to him.
Exactly. But no, Mendo, because Mendo, so this is the strong side of the pack. Okay. This is the strong side of the pack. So that's all right. Mando can come in because if he decides, if this boy, I think his name is actually Jancheski, if he decides to just switch it, right, and lands it, he can intervene. We've spoken about that. So his positioning is not Mando is not the problem here now. There are no problems here. It's pretty good. Obviously, the angle is too narrow, so it's so good. What this is showing you is not the position of the other players, is the run that Danny made is really good. It's really good because he's cut off the passing lane. He's well timed. So good. Keep it up. Start thinking about these things.
Ricky,
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
There's one out of position in my opinion, which is the Denlu, which is too far from the action. It should be just creating a triangle. That triangle lining the ball between Jamil and Biscuit. Way too far, because if by any chance the ball is going to recover there, is going to land there, Jamil or Biscuit has to step to get the ball, and then they have no one who's dropping behind them.
Yes. All right. We are getting, as I said, we got to be careful with video analysis because we can go on and on forever. Okay, we can pick every single position. If we look at the strong side of the pitch, my point is to outline Danny's run. Yes, this could have been done better, but generally we are squeezing them on the left-hand side or our right-hand side, and it's pretty good. I don't have a problem with this. Okay, now moving on. I want to show you what happens when we've just scored. I'm not going to show you the good stuff because the good stuff you can watch it yourself. You've done a lot of good, combination play and everything. But as per usual, this has to be quick just to show you what can be done that's slightly better. So you just scored. Okay, we kick the ball forward. We have just scored, literally. Okay, I don't understand. We have not done that any other time throughout the game. We are panicking. Look at the structure. I don't understand. One over here, one over here, one over here, one over here. I wonder whether you score and you do it on purpose to make it easier for the opposition to equalize. Correct me, but this doesn't make any sense to me. I don't want to
Is this
swear.
after the goal, Rick?
This is straight after the goal. This is literally 30 seconds after the goal. So basically, we recover the ball, we kick it long, and this is how we shape ourselves. I don't understand.
I think they went long, yeah, when they went long.
They did went, yeah, they did go long. We saw that. Okay, we saw that. Yes, they did go long. We went long. Okay. Right, yeah. But immediately, too slow in, creating a second line. But this is not all. It's just the panic mode. Look at that.
And then we're left with Wes 101 again.
And this is when John gets injured. Because he had to make that run. Okay? He had to make that run. I don't understand. I mean, we've just scored. I don't know. I can't even recognize. I think it's John. What's going on? I mean, is this Biscuit? Biscuit, make up your mind. Either you step or you drop. In this case, it's just keeping him on.
That was me, Ricky.
Hey?
That was the first circle that you highlighted. That was me.
It was you. So where is John?
I think John was out. I think it was
Nah.
Corey.
No, you
This is
swapped with him, I think, just before, didn't you? Because he was injured then.
That
That's
was
right. Yeah,
Rick-
yeah, sorry,
Rick told
yeah.
you to
So
go
John was
right
in
back,
front of
yeah.
me. Yeah, that's right. I played as a
Yeah.
right back for a moment, correct. So that was me
Ah.
making that run back.
Okay, all right. So, all right. So sometimes, unfortunately, it's far away, so you can't tell. That's all right. You recovered, but the thing is that here you got to admit the back line is a disaster. But what I don't understand is it hasn't been that bad any other time throughout the game for the remaining of the game. So I wonder why, like against Hume, we score and we seem to panic. I mean, what I'm saying is, and I told you even last week, then if you really need to recover mentally, just position yourself and be on the edge of the penalty box and just breathe in, breathe out for the next 5 minutes. Because it doesn't make sense to allow opposition to equalize straight away. Unfortunately, we didn't cop it, but we went very close. Anyway, that happened, but that wasn't all. It went on for quite a comedy of errors. And then, yeah, there was that recovery. I want to go to the 26th minute again. Same concept. Yeah. Again. And again, same thing. Okay. Now, if I think it's Danny makes this, puts pressure. Okay. Again, call Daniel Mendo to go back to his position, because like that, he's not doing anything. He's just sitting. Look at that. He's doing the opposite of what he's told. Okay. You know yourself, Mendo should be here. So again, he wants to create the 2v2, but the 2v2 is not where we want it. We want the 2v2 and we want to win the ball here, not here. We're not interested in winning it here because we are exposing ourselves. And you've seen that working almost every single time. So please know. Then the 28th minute. Yeah. Again, simple goal kick. So we should know this by heart. Yeah, he does it again. I don't understand. Okay, this is probably the worst one. Okay, because You can see it yourself. Come on, tell me what should be happening here. Tell me, you tell me. Why is this a disaster?
Shouldn't one of the centre midfielders be pushing on to the guy in the middle that got the ball after
Exactly.
Danny's made that? Yeah.
Exactly. We are very loose.
So
Look at that.
Danny's done his job, but then yeah, following up
That's exactly right. So
behind him.
Danny's done
Is
his
it
job.
Daniel? The next guy,
It
Daniel. I think Daniel should be
Yeah,
more to the left.
Daniel.
Then you should be
Yeah.
here. Okay. But who should be on this player?
The
Him.
midfielder
Little
should be
Danny.
forward.
Little Danny, yeah, Sergio.
Is that Daniel Sergio? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell. All right. It was already that period of the game already. Yes. Okay. Of course. Here. Okay. So little things like that becomes 3v3. This is blocked. They're not going anywhere. And Danny is making this run. Daniel Mendo is in no man's land. And obviously this player has 1 and 2 avenues. Suicidal. And it's a real pity because these players are doing their job as they should. So this is something that you can also communicate to your own teammates quickly throughout the game because you are the ones that have to clear their mistakes. Oh yeah, I want to now with the ball. This is for Grima. Okay, it was new, but okay, we get the ball. Okay, I want to stop there. Okay, so Grima has the ball, got the ball down here. They're not really pressing. So he's going to just kick it long. Correct? Do you remember that? I'm going to show you. That's what happens. So is it just Grima or is something else wrong here?
We're not really showing him much option, I suppose.
Exactly. So obviously, Daniel Mando could make that run here to receive the ball. Something that we will be working on tomorrow night is what we refer as giro palla, or sort of shifting the ball across. We will be working on creating lines. So in this case, rather than just wasting it forward, okay, what we could do, and we'll work on it tomorrow, is this player drops, another one drops, and we go 1, 2, and then 3, rather than simply kicking it long, because it is a waste of time. See, this is what we do. Right, we just give it back to the opposition. This is something that we need to work on because it's just giving it back. Oh yeah, now I want to show you our dear friend Danny. And this is where Danny started, probably due to his, I would say, lack of fitness. Okay. So Danny gets the ball. He's walking. He's already walking, Danny. Okay. Our friend Danny is walking. He receives the ball. He's not even running, just standing, receives the ball. Good, Danny. Bravo. But then you want to take on the world. Okay. Now, obviously, there could be better runs here. Okay. You see, either the others have to show themselves, give an option. But anyway, then he decides to go by himself. He goes. Are you still here? We haven't got much time. Goes, bang, down. It could have been maybe a free kick, still nothing. Now, problem is, it was the 39 and 48 minute. Then right now, we are down to 10 players. There are only a few minutes till halftime. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you are not showing that much interest in the game, considering that we're down to 10 players. And I'm actually discussing with the referee whether it's worth for me making that sub, which fortunately I did not make because that was going to be our third final sub. And instead, we waited till halftime so that we could have the extra one. But when we go down to 10 players, okay, I know you're tired, but you're walking. And you'll be walking for 1 minute. The others are fighting, and you are 25 meters away just sitting. And this goes back to all the bad things that they told me about you, which I did not believe, but at times I'm seeing certain things. Look, he's just standing there. You're even in, all right, you're standing, I'm in an offside position. The others are moving, you're sitting, you're standing. Are you watching a movie or something? Watch yourself. And you sitting, the others are falling over, they're recovering, then you decide to move, and you're still walking. The others are, winning the ball, you're still on the other side of the pitch watching. You want the ball there, but they're not gonna get it to you there. Bang, maybe a free kick. 1 minute, and then suddenly, after exactly 1 minute, then you decide to get back. You were the captain last year, a player of your experience. We're down to 10 players. Sometimes I don't know what gets to you. I don't understand what gets to you. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong, but there's I think a lot of space that we had that we could have utilized. So thinking if someone put their head up and seen it, we could have scored more goals.
I know,
Not
but
taking the fact that, not taking the fact obviously we're 10 men dead. I mean, it's not right, obviously.
you were here for 1 minute of the game. Even if it's 11v11, no, you can do a lot better. That's all I'm saying. Okay, a lot better. Now, I think that I want to finish now. There's a moment between if it drops because we've only got 30 minutes, then we'll reconnect quickly. I want to go to the 56th minute here, which is the worst period of the game. So there's about 10 minutes into the second half, there's a strange period here where we give away free kick. I think, not too sure where that was Biscuits. Look at that. Dilu clears it off the line. Panic mode for the next, I would say 3 minutes, panic mode. But our panic mode, watch it. That's just comedy of errors, all right? Grima loses his player, people miss kicking the ball, everyone is involved. Then Wes fortunately waits a little bit, but not enough. Wait, tell him off. See, Wes, do you remember what we did last week about the way we want players to shape up in the middle of the park?
Yeah.
All right. So you, a man of your experience, do you really think that this is a good moment to kick the ball long when we are somehow in fairyland? One is over here, one is here, one is still behind, one is here. I mean, I don't understand. Sometimes these moments get you. This is really disorganized. But we are under pressure. We are under the pump now. And we just decide to kick it long. Wait, stop, tell them to get back into that shape and then kick it. Because I need you to direct traffic there. Okay, we kick it long and we give it back to your position. Panic mode. Corey there as well. We've spoken with Corey about it. Miles behind. They almost scored the game. So not only they just cleared off the line, Dilu cleared the ball off the line, but again, we are somehow, another chance. And then as a result of this chance, after we almost conceded a goal, what happens? We score. So they missed 2 goals, and in the space of 2 minutes, we scored because they were pushing. So football is a little bit of a funny game. I'm gonna stop it here. The last thing that I want to tell you, and I don't want to take too much of your time, so I'm going to let you go in 2 minutes. Wes did point out today via his clips that he sent me that we had about, I don't want to joke, about 5 free kicks minimum here from this side. We had watched it in the second half. I don't have the time to go through all of them now, but so many free kicks. Wes, correct me if I'm wrong, probably more. Not from here, not from this side, just from here. And they were all just given to the opposition. The only time we went close to giving the goalkeeper a bit of a problem is when Corey went in sliding tackle and touched the ball, almost scored. Every other time, it was bizarre. Question is, who was taking all those free kicks? Do you remember?
I think
Then
at
It was
that
me,
stage,
wasn't it?
I think at that stage, Rick, we also weren't committing people forward for the free kicks either, because we were focusing more on closing out the game. So I think we weren't 100% committed to the free kicks at all.
Okay. All right. But 5 free kicks. All right. If that is the decision, then this is where we're having this discussion. Then we don't just kick it back. That free kick, we kick it back and we keep it. Correct? If I got a free kick here and I don't have enough players, or I'm more concerned about running back than scoring, well, that means that this player here, instead of kicking it forward, should just look for someone and we circulate the ball. Make up your mind. Because what we're doing at the moment is we're getting free kicks, you're putting your body on the line, you're copping elbows, you're destroying your body, you're working really, really hard, but I mean really hard, but all you're doing is picking up injuries. I mean, some of you are big boys, so you can take it, but then your Sergio, they killed him. You just watch it. They just purposely went and got him. So a free kick is a physical effort. Decide what you want to do. Either you try to score, or someone said, Corey, you're right. If you're concerned about running back, well, then keep the ball. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yep.
Is JP online?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, JP, I want something for you very, very quickly, because you've been working really hard, but sometimes you want to do too much. And this is the last thing. Look at this, okay? Still during that panic mode period, sort of. This is JP. There are 3 players here, and I think this is Dennis, correct?
I'm
Probably.
not sure.
Yeah, well, there's 3 players here. This is Corey here by himself. Okay. Still 3. Okay. The only player that actually sprints is JP. I wonder if this is you, Dennis, whether you're waiting for the others to do your job, because this is the 3v1. And I can go on about Corey as much as I want, but Corey has to stop because he's got 2 players plus 1 coming. And look at that, JP, you've just pressed, you just ran here. So this is your play. You picked up someone. Now watch carefully, JP. You've done this many times. JP, you go there, you're doing Corey's job. You go and press the player, okay? And you're leaving 1 behind and 1 behind. JP, too much. Too much. What you could have done, what you should be doing is, yes, drop back, but position yourself so that you pick up someone, and Corey should be making the run out. Do you get it, JP?
Yeah.
Okay, very important, because you run out of energy and you keep running.